Back. Mic check, mic check. Welcome back, folks. Today is the 30th, the last day of the month, May 30th, 2026. Right now, the current time is 8:05 a.m. on a Saturday. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Here's my outlook for the NASDAQ this week. I'm just looking at the candles. I'm looking at the price. I'm setting my Fibonacci's. I'm setting different areas of interest, points of interest. And I want to bring this information to you so you can make your own assessments and get an idea what it's like to become a professional NASDAQ trader. Hi, again, my name's Kevin Garrett. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you really appreciate the information I'm about to share with you. And if you find this information valuable, something that's influential, something that taught you anything at all, please like, subscribe, support the channel. I greatly appreciate that. You know how these algorithms work. I don't, but I'm trying to learn. But I want to not only learn, but also want to teach. And what I want to teach is the NASDAQ trading. That's what I do. That's what I focus on. Only the NASDAQ. I'm a scalper, a professional trader. I own a company called Topdowntraders. It's an educational Forex and NASDAQ company. It's a trading educational company. I own that. It's my passion. I started a long time ago. Got inspired in 2010 and started the company in 2022. So it's kind of a new company. It's got some years of exposure, but I really haven't been focused on community outreach and training. But I changed that model, and now I'm trying to reach other people and teach other people because I know one thing that people want anywhere around the world, they want more money. So with my teaching and educational courses, I help I help develop traders so they can be consistently profitable traders and increase their cash flow, get out of debt, buy a home, start a new business, increase their business, uh, whatever they need their money for. I try to teach people how to make money in the market, specifically the NASDAQ. So, welcome on this wonderful Saturday, 8 to 7 a.m. I'm going to talk about today my outlook for this week's trade setups. What attitude, what behaviors, what setup should I be looking for? And I'm going to start on a weekly chart. So the chart you see in front of me now is a weekly chart. You'll see a bunch of lines. You'll see a Fibonacci tool. You'll see a lot of different things. But a Fibonacci tool at a weekly chart, it's not really something that I would focus on a daily basis because each one of these candles, let me blow in this for you, each one of these candles represents a one entire week. So what you're looking at here on this screen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks of trading. And that's a lot of information to try to make a decision for daily cash flow. If I was a position trader, maybe my attitude and perspective will be different based on how much cash in the market I'm trading with. But I am not a position trader. I specialize in scalping the NASDAQ market on a daily basis. But I need to be aware what's going on for the month, what news events may take place next month, what important impact news I should be looking for, what day should I be looking for it, and so on and so on. So I'm just going to begin my analysis for this week, recapping what happened this week. So let me break down this chart for you. I'm going to go down to the daily time frame now. And now I'm looking at the daily time frame, and the NASDAQ has reached new highs, 30,535. So 32,000 is the next banking round number. So, it's a good potential that we can get there or not. We have to discover what the market is going to deliver and how we're going to respond to what the market delivers. So, not only do you need to be aware of potential in the market, you need to have a plan in the market. So that's what I'm working on today. I'm going to assess what's going on in the market. I know we reached new highs. I see some areas of point of interest that got me concerned. I'm going to move this and I'm going to change that right there. And that's a few days ago. And I'm going to put a label on this area. And if you haven't gotten my course or listened to some of my videos, you may not even understand what I'm talking about right now. And that's okay. Because as a new or beginning trader, you have to start somewhere. You can't get algebra down really quickly. And then when you do get it down, you have to move to a next level. Maybe geometry, trigonometry, calculus, whatever. But it's all a process in your learning in education. And that's what I'm trying to provide here. Free uh, is education on the NASDAQ, right? And how to trade it successfully, consistently, profitably, using fair value gaps, volume balances, and a host of other tools and verbiage that's out there like supply and demand. However, with all these smart money concepts that I'm going to share with you, I'm also going to give you my point of view for the week. The market's still bullish. I am going to be looking for some form of pullback at this time this week, um, but I need to be in a position where I can take action on any side or any direction in the market. That's why learning how to trade properly is important, and you can get that education on my YouTube channel, or you can buy my full course, Topdowntraders.com. Now, dig deeper here. So I'm looking at the candle price. I see a small level of pullback and bouncing off a fair value gap in time past. I see a volume imbalance, which is a potential point of interest that I'll be looking at. And I see we are in a zone or price area that is a premium. So let's see if we're going to get into a discount before we move on forward on a 4 hour chart. Now, since I'm a daily candlestick monitor, since I'm a daily candlestick trader, since I'm a price action trader, one thing I want to do is dig down into the lower time frames. I'm going to get my bias, which means direction for the week, and then I'm going to determine when I want to get in and when I want to get out. Today's look is just an overview of what happened last week, and we're going to look forward and get an idea what may occur in the future. But we have to be concerned about not only what news events are going to come forth, those high impact news are very important in scalping. So I want to be aware of those, and I'm going to look for those calendars news events that's going to be coming in the upcoming week in a different video. But right now, as I assess this chart, I'm reading price action, and price action is the key. I'm not an indicator type trader. I'm more of a price action type trader. I understand indicators, but I also understand indicators all come and are derived from price action. So it's all a measurement in numbers, mathematical expressions printed on a chart, and there's some high probability setups that may arrive from an indicator, but you can also learn and master price action, and the price action will give you all the information you really need. But I don't knock traders who use indicators because they're helpful. Now we're on a 1 minute chart, and I'm seeing a little consolidation. We had a high of the Nasdaq's been as high as it's ever been. I can imagine because all the new tech companies getting contracts from the government, be able to do some things with this war going on. The government's probably going to funnel some more cash into these industries to make their war efforts a little better and even increase the productivities of some of these accounts and make sure there's enough supply of all the weapons that are built in the United States and sold around the world. That's just my personal opinion assessment. I don't know everything. So back to the price action on the Nasdaq. So we are in a bullish momentum. I see a little price correction here on the 1 hour time frame, but let's go down to our Mayweather type, our fundamental type, our basis type trading for scalping the Nasdaq. That chart is the 15-minute chart. It gives you all the information you need, and it's going to be quite similar to the higher time frames and the momentum in the market. And as you can clearly see here, we are still in a bullish momentum with a pullback coming forward. If, in one of my strategies that I teach, is the order flow strategy. And I see that strategy being fulfilled here on the 15-minute chart, and I can see a potential move for two other directions, a plan A and a plan B. When you become a trader, one of the things that's very important for you to understand is having a plan. You have to have a trade plan. You have to have an A trade plan prepared to go, which stops and take profit targets, and you have to have a sell or a bearish plan, which stops and take profits. And then you wait for the setup to develop. So on a 15-minute chart, which tells us a whole lot, I can assess and discern we still are in a bullish momentum with a pullback. We're coming to an area of support or supply zone or things, whatever terms you want to use. And now that I have my Mayweather chart, my anchor chart, the 15-minute chart is my anchor chart for scalping, I then drill down to a 1-minute chart. Now I will assess the 1-minute chart and I will highlight some of the areas that are points of interest for me in the 1-minute chart. And this would be this area here. So I would be monitoring. I will be watching this area between the two red zones or lines, right? This is the high of this order flow, and this is the low of the order flow. Where are we at? Where did price just gravitate from? It just came from the double top, triple top, and took liquidity there, and then it rejected that price and moved down forward. Now we are in an area where if I was to use this as a zone, and we're bullish, it looks like we're in a pullback stage and may go even lower or not. It may find support here at the 50% Fibonacci tool and an area. It already took buy stops at the prior highs, and it might be seeking sell stops at these lows. What will price do? I don't know, but I need to have a plan. I need to have a plan A and I need to have a plan B. So that's what I'm assessing out today. For example, my plan A will be to go shorter. I'll have a tight stop targeting this previous swing low, right? That might be plan A, right? At the same time, because market can go in any direction at any time, I want to have a plan B, and I have tight stops, whatever. So those are your A and B plans, and you need to be in the market in the charts when this occurs, for you can get out and protect your capital and go in the direction market's moving, right? Does that make sense? Well, that's what's going to be my outlook for this week coming up for it. And this week coming up for it is going to be a brand new month. It's going to start the month of June. Juneteenth is coming forth. What's going on this calendar date? President's Day, World Bicycle Day. What's on the third? What's on the third? World Bicycle Day, World Environment Day. What's on the fifth? World Environment Day, World Ocean Day. All kind of different things, right? But anyway, I'm not looking for holidays that don't move the market. I'm more interested in holidays that move the market, right? So, but anyway, you have to have a plan anytime you decide you want to trade the NASDAQ. Please like, subscribe. This is Kevin Garrett for the outlook for next week and next month, the beginning of the next month. If you like more information, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a note here on Facebook, DM me. Um, on my Instagram, you can DM me, but I don't post this on Instagram. The video's too long, and I'm not trying to edit it to shorten it for the little time requirements. But stay in contact, stay tuned, and I'll see you next time in the next video.